Yo, what a time to be alive if you're a Kaizer Chiefs supporter. Honestly, I don't even know where to begin, because the club has been dropping announcements like never before, and you can feel that something is shifting. You can feel the atmosphere changing. Something's different about this offseason, and if you've been following closely, you know what I'm talking about. This isn't just another season build-up, this feels like a full-blown transformation happening right in front of our eyes. Now, first things first, the most obvious thing we've all seen is the way Kaizer Chiefs are handling their transfer business this time. It's not sloppy, it's not rushed, and for once, it's not too quiet either. It's calculated, it's focused, and they're going for very specific players who bring solutions. That's the difference. For the last few seasons, Chiefs fans have been crying out for more quality, especially in the midfield and attack, and it seems like management has finally listened. The pressure from the fans, the media, and honestly even from within the locker room seems to have pushed the club into a place where they're willing to admit that what they had wasn't working. And instead of repeating the same mistakes, they're finally going bold. I mean, just look at some of the names that have been confirmed in the last few hours. There's that winger from Botswana, Kabelo Siakanyeng, who had everyone talking during the recent COSAFA Cup. His energy, his drive, his ball control, this guy is a real menace going forward. He brings unpredictability and flair, something Chiefs has sorely lacked on the wings. For too long, we've watched the club play predictable football with no spark in the final third. But Kabelo brings that chaos factor. And the best part? He's still young and hungry. He wants to prove himself in the PSL, and that hunger might just be what Chiefs needs to turn draws into wins. Then there's the new centre-back signing from Marumo Gallants. Solid, no nonsense. Old-school defending mixed with modern calmness on the ball. And let's be honest, we've had shaky moments at the back. The inconsistency in the defense has cost Chiefs way too many points in recent seasons. So getting someone who doesn't panic under pressure and can organize the backline properly, that's a massive upgrade. And can we talk about the coaching staff reshuffle for a second? Because that's one move that hasn't gotten enough attention. Bringing in a new assistant coach with CAF experience, who's worked under intense conditions, who knows what it takes to grind out wins in high-stakes situations, that's not a random hire. That's intentional. It shows that the club is thinking about strategy, not just players. They're thinking about mentality, not just talent. Because sometimes what separates a mid-table team from a title-chasing team isn't just skill, it's mindset. I think what excites me the most is how this whole thing feels like a complete rebuild, not just patchwork. You know what I mean? In the past, we'd see Chiefs bring in one or two players, hype it up, then nothing would really change. But this time, they're touching all departments: defense, midfield, attack, even goalkeeping. They're not leaving any stone unturned. And that's exactly what a proper rebuild should look like. You can't expect a struggling team to compete again by only changing one part. You've got to refresh the entire system. But beyond the signings, let's talk about what's coming. The matches lined up for the next season. If you've seen the fixture list, then you already know Kaizer Chiefs isn't getting a soft start at all. They're jumping straight into the fire. Opening match? Cape Town City away. That's never an easy game. Cape Town is always tricky at home, and they've got a well-drilled system. But you know what? It's probably a good thing. Because if Chiefs really want to prove they've changed, they need to show it from game one. No excuses, no slow starts. They need to show hunger from the first whistle. And guess what comes shortly after that? The Soweto Derby. Chiefs versus Pirates. Just 2 weeks into the new season. Now, tell me that's not pressure. But it's also the perfect test. It's the perfect opportunity for the new boys to step up and show what they're made of. Because if you can shine in the derby, you're already writing your name in the hearts of the fans. That match will be a true measure of where Chiefs really stand. If they walk into that game confident, organized, and sharp, that's a sign that something is really cooking this season. And let's not forget about the MTN 8. Chiefs made it into the competition and are facing SuperSport United in the opening round. That match alone is going to be war. SuperSport are always compact, always disciplined, and they love knocking Chiefs out of tournaments. So this is more than just a match, it's a statement game. If Chiefs can get past that round, I think it would shift the energy for the rest of the campaign. Because it's not just about lifting the MTN 8, it's about showing that Kaizer Chiefs are contenders again. No more underdogs, no more rebuilding excuses. They want to win now. And can we talk about the mentality shift that's happening around the fans too? It's been a long time since I've seen this level of optimism among the Amakhosi faithful. You can feel it on social media, you can see it in the comments. People are starting to believe again. Of course, there are still skeptics, and rightly so. We've been here before. Big announcements, new players, high hopes, then disappointment. So the fans are cautiously excited. But the difference this time is the planning, the clarity, the intention behind each move. That's what gives people hope. Now, obviously, there are still some question marks. For example, who's going to be the main striker? Who's going to wear that number 9 shirt and deliver goals consistently? Because let's face it, goal scoring has been one of our biggest problems. You can dominate possession, you can look flashy on the ball, but if you don't finish your chances, it all means nothing. So I'm hoping the club still has one more big forward signing lined up. Maybe someone with continental experience. Someone who doesn't shy away when the pressure's on. And then there's the Percy Tau noise. Listen, I don't know how serious that link is, but if Chiefs pull that off, that would be the transfer of the decade. Percy is class, a PSL veteran with European seasoning. That type of player would instantly lift the team and bring back that fear factor. When our opponents see the lineup, even if it's just a rumor, the fact that fans are even dreaming about it shows how far the excitement has come in just a few weeks. But even if Tau doesn't come, I still believe this squad is looking more balanced than it's been in years. And don't sleep on the returning low knees either. Sometimes the difference maker is someone already in your system who finally gets their chance. If the new coach trusts youth and rotation, we might just see new stars rise this season. The key for me is consistency. That's the word. It's been our Achilles heel. We win one week, drop points the next. We show promise, then collapse. This time, the mentality needs to shift. Every match needs to be treated like a final, especially against so-called smaller teams. Those are the matches that decide titles, not just the derbies. And then there's the fans. We have a role too. We have to show up, in stadiums, online, everywhere. When players feel the love and pressure from the fans, they step up. This season can't just be about waiting to see what happens. It has to be about pushing together. So with all these announcements, with all the restructuring, and with the new season fast approaching, I can honestly say this could be the turning point. This could be the season where Kaizer Chiefs finally reminds everyone why they're called the glamour boys of South African football. No more laughing stock, no more next season promises. This is the now. If you're a Chiefs fan, this is your moment to lock in, because something is definitely brewing, and it might just be beautiful.